Hi guys, good afternoon. Non-farm payrolls day on a Thursday, because of course tomorrow being a bank holiday ahead of 4th of July in the States. S&P up 24 points for now, slow gradual grind. This time pretty much 24 hours ago we were on the low of the day, and since then we've continued to rally on. I mean, that coming in around sort of 64, 5 maybe. Just having a look at that, 62, and yeah, big rally high. Looking at levels ahead of non-farm payrolls, yeah, absolutely worthwhile. But trying to predict at this time what's going to happen, of course, is a complete gamble. However, let's just get those levels in. High of the day is pretty much the high that we had back on the 24th, that Wednesday. If you watched the video last night, you remember me sort of talking about how we had a bit of a zone, didn't we, on those Wednesday lows. We found a lot of resistance there late last night. We then broke through an early Asian trade. So that for me is still a very good line in the sand. To the upside, bit of resistance also around 31.33 before maybe a cleaner move towards 31.45, which is the top end of this range. To the downside, worth having on that trend line from the lows, more of a guide, if anything, or like I said yesterday, started actually on the 30th. So below there could be the start of a bigger move to the downside. Also got the 3100 handle, which is just a bit above some support, and also the pivot as well. So even a break of that trend, just be careful. Could well be another opportunity for the bulls to get in, but a lot of support would have to break for us to get below the pivot, and for me that would be the opportunity to get short. Would I be selling up at the highs, top of this range? Momentarily, bearish price action, yes, but for me personally, I'll be looking more for that to lead to a break higher. Non-farm payrolls, of course, though, can lead to quick moves in either direction. The pound again moving higher, struck by a bit of resistance as you'd expect as we come into these highs that we had back on the Wednesday as well. See how similar that is to stocks in that recovery. Areas to be aware of to the downside, mainly yesterday's high. Probably worth getting on a bit of a suspect trend line just for a bit of a guide, marking up the lows of the day as well, which you can see was also the high of the 25th, so nicely respected there. For me, it's similar. Unless we get back below the pivot, I think the bulls are in control here, so it'll be interesting to see if we can come back down. Interestingly, yesterday was some positive data. We saw risk on, so just bear that in mind. Usual correlations of the past may be slightly out the window. Euro, little false break above those highs. Didn't quite get above this level here. I wouldn't be surprised if that caught a couple people out looking for the long, to be honest. Yeah, a bit unfortunate if it did, but morning of non-farms and potential trend line in there. Tricky market by the looks of it. However, holding up on yesterday's high, obviously a bit close now to non-farms to really want to get in. We closed above the line in the sand I had for the week. We came back down to test it. Choppy. Euro has been choppy, but importantly for the bulls, the area support has been fantastic. So for now, X marks the spot for me. Bullish above, bearish below is how I'd be looking at it. And of course, have this more of a zone along with those overnight lows as well. Final look at gold, and we will go over this everything 1 o'clock live, of course. Little recovery for gold. I said if we close below here, it's key. We closed above, but it shows the importance of it. So again, that's my line in the sand for gold still. Bullish if we can get back above 1790 to take out 1796. The pivot, good enough level to hold up price just before non-farms as well. Anyway guys, we'll be back live shortly, and also the end of day video and the masterclass later today, so look forward to that and catch you all very shortly.